Have you ever wondered what truly keeps a heart healthy and a body full of energy, even when reaching the age of 90 or 100? It's not advanced medical technologies or expensive medications, but rather simple, consistent habits practiced every day. Habits that are maintained throughout life by great heart surgeons like Michael DeBakey, Ellsworth Wareham, and Leo Borea. In this video, we will explore the timeless secrets of healthy living that they have practiced themselves. From diet, exercise, to how they manage stress and nurture their spirit. These are not just empty words, but a lifestyle forged from decades of experience, saving thousands of patients. And they themselves are living proof of what they teach. You will not only learn which foods silently damage your arteries, but also discover how simple, plant-based meals can cleanse your arteries and enhance the strength of your heart. They will also show you how starting with small changes, like walking every morning, laughing more, or reducing stress, can make a huge difference in your lifespan and quality of life. This video is for those who don't just want to live long, but want to live healthily, with purpose, and fully embrace each day. And if you're looking for inspiration to start a sustainable heart health journey, this video will be a promising first step. If you love this topic, leave a 1 in the comments. If you think the video needs improvement, leave a 0, and I will always listen to make it better. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss the next videos, because your health deserves to be prioritized every day. Now, let's begin the journey to create a strong heart, starting today. The first thing I want to share is one of Leo Borea's most amazing life philosophies. Live as if every day is 2 days. It may sound strange, but that's how he made the most of every moment to live fully and profoundly. For him, waking up early was not just a habit. It was a lifestyle shaped by discipline, willpower, and respect for time. His day began at 6 a.m., and every morning was like a meaningful start to a new day. Not because he had too many things to do, but because he believed that dawn brings with it a special energy that only those who are awake at that time can feel. Waking up early gave him space to be creative, to exercise, to think, and to observe life with a mindful mind. However, Leo never advocated waking up early at all costs. On the contrary, he emphasized that the magic of the morning only works if it comes from a deep and quality sleep. For him, getting enough sleep was not laziness. It was an act of loving and protecting the body. A sleep starting at 10 p.m. was the golden time for the body to regenerate energy, cleanse the brain, and allow the heart to rest properly. It was this balance between rest and a fresh start that created a healthy, positive, and inspiring life cycle. When you wake up early with a clear mind and no fatigue from lack of sleep, you'll feel like you have more time. Not because the day is longer, but because you are more present in each and every moment. Leo often likened this to being given a bonus day, a special time to plan, take care of yourself, or simply listen to your breath and be grateful for being alive. And if there was one thing he always reminded young people, it was, don't underestimate the power of the morning. It could be the one thing that completely changes the way you live, as long as you know how to start with the sleep from the night before. Finally, the habit of waking up early is not just a time management tool. It's a reflection of a conscious lifestyle, where you actively create your new day instead of being swept along by it. Leo Borea didn't just live long. He lived with purpose, lived with presence, and lived as if every day deserved to be honored. And that is the true power behind the seemingly simple advice: sleep early, wake up early, live with purpose. The second tip from Dr. Leo Borea that truly changed the way I view mornings is: start your day in a way that benefits your heart. It may sound simple, but when you look deeper, you'll realize it's the foundation for a healthy and sustainable life. For many years, I thought that a hot cup of coffee and a quick breakfast were enough to kickstart the day. But Dr. Borea, with his knowledge and experience, sparked a deeper question. Is the way we start our morning nourishing our heart? Or is it quietly wearing it down little by little? He specifically warns against the habit of drinking coffee on an empty stomach, something many of us do every day without thinking. While caffeine helps you stay awake when there's nothing in your stomach, coffee can increase acid levels, leading to inflammation, digestive disturbances, and over time, putting pressure on the cardiovascular system. Dr. Borea shares that small habits like this, repeated daily, quietly shape our heart health in the long run. It doesn't stop there. He also points out the common mistake of rushing breakfast with foods high in sugar and refined carbohydrates, such as pastries, packaged cereals, or even fruit juices that seem healthy. These foods not only cause blood sugar spikes and rapid drops, leaving you feeling tired and uncomfortable, but they also put stress on the heart and circulatory system, throwing your body off balance throughout the morning. Instead, he recommends starting slowly and gently with a glass of warm water. It sounds simple, but it's a symbolic act. It's your way of telling your body, I care about you. Water not only activates the digestive system, but it also gently thins the blood, supports circulation, and most importantly, prepares the body to absorb nutrients efficiently. Dr. Borea suggests keeping a glass of water by your bedside to drink first thing in the morning as a ritual to start the day. By doing this, you're sending a signal to your heart that you cherish it, and the change will gradually come, quietly but sustainably. Since adopting this habit, I've noticed that I start my mornings with a completely different mindset. Calm, alert, and connected with myself. It's no longer the rush of caffeine or the hurriedness of convenient foods, but rather a peaceful and proactive choice to do what's best for my body. A glass of water, a healthy breakfast with fiber-rich foods, good fats, and plant-based protein, such as avocado, oats, and nuts, has become the gift I give myself every morning. And the wonderful thing is, not only do I feel better throughout the day, but I also know I'm investing in a resilient heart for many years to come. If you truly want to love yourself, start with the smallest things: a glass of water, a kind breakfast, and a mindful choice to start the day. Because sometimes the greatest things come from the smallest changes, quietly but powerfully. The third tip from Dr. Leo Borea is a simple yet powerful reminder. Exercise in the morning, not to become perfect, but to reconnect with your own body. When you take just a few minutes each morning to move, whether it's a few gentle stretches or a short yoga session, you're sending a positive signal to your mind and body. I'm ready to live a full day. For Dr. Borea, exercise isn't about running 10 kilometers or lifting heavy weights right after waking up. What he emphasizes is the mindfulness of taking care of oneself through movement, a way to awaken the body and honor the capabilities it brings every day. When you perform a few gentle movements in the morning, fresh air fills your lungs, your heart beats more steadily, blood circulates better, and you'll feel like you've been reborn. For me, this has become an essential part of my morning routine. There are days when I simply step outside, take a few deep breaths, gently stretch, rotate my wrists, and bend my knees. Just that. But it feels as if I've turned on a switch for a positive flow of energy. This small habit feels like telling the world that I appreciate this body, a body that has always been there, fighting through exhaustion and still keeping me alive. Dr. Borea calls this a moment to set the rhythm for the whole day. And truly, when you start your day with some exercise, even just 5 to 10 minutes, you're not only taking care of your physical health, but you're also setting a positive mental state. You're practicing discipline, listening to your body, and choosing to show up for yourself. It's not about chasing any body ideals, but affirming that you are important enough to take time for yourself, to build a strong foundation for long-term health. The great thing is you don't need expensive equipment or a fancy gym. All you need is a quiet space and a little intention. A 5-minute stretch can ease tension, warm up your muscles, and help your mind move away from the daily worries. You'll feel like you're standing firmly in the new day, no longer drifting in the rush and pressure of everyday life. In a world full of noise, where everything urges you to be faster, stronger, and achieve more, taking a few minutes each morning to focus on your body, that is an act of loving rebellion. And sometimes such simplicity is the very first step toward a deeper, more purposeful life, full of energy like never before. Let's move on to the fourth tip. After you've energized your body with water and movement, the next small tip Dr. Borea suggests may seem simple. Smile at yourself in the mirror. But it carries an unexpected mental power. It's not just a smile, but a greeting to yourself, a signal you send to your brain saying, "I'm ready." When you look into your own eyes and smile, even if just for a few seconds, you activate a series of positive biological reactions. Studies have shown that using the facial muscles to smile can stimulate the release of dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins, hormones that promote feelings of joy, happiness, and stress reduction. I have often felt a noticeable shift in my mood just from that small moment. Sometimes the smile doesn't reflect my current emotions, but it becomes the first step in creating a positive flow inside. It's a choice to choose optimism instead of gloom, to choose support instead of giving up. According to Dr. Borea, if you make this act a ritual every morning, you're not only smiling at yourself, but you're also training your brain to enter a positive state, more ready to embrace the good things or face challenges. A smile, seemingly small, can be the first step in pulling yourself out of a sluggish state and brightening your day with hope. And after that smile, your body deserves to be nourished properly. That's why Dr. Borea sees breakfast as the foundation for the entire day. For him, breakfast is not just the first meal, but a message you send to your body. I care about you. A nutritious breakfast helps stabilize blood sugar levels, maintain energy levels, and positively affect your mood. Oatmeal, eggs, quality butter, and fresh fruits. This combination not only provides complex carbohydrates, protein, and healthy fats, but also helps keep you feeling full, preventing mindless cravings. Skipping breakfast can lead to low energy, reduced work performance, and may result in making unhealthy choices later on. Dr. Borea believes that breakfast should be a ritual of self-love, helping to kickstart your metabolism and reinforce mental alertness. When you start the day by taking care of both your physical and emotional needs, you're building a solid foundation, not just for work, but for relationships and personal experiences throughout the day. A smile, even a simple one, and a fulfilling breakfast may seem like small things, but if maintained every day, they are the quiet miracles that are creating a better life. Tip number 5. For Dr. Borea, breakfast is not just the first meal of the day, but an act of laying the foundation for both physical and mental well-being. He compares breakfast to laying the first brick in the house of life. If done correctly from the start, everything else will be more solid. A complete breakfast, according to him, is an opportunity to nourish the body properly after a long hibernation overnight, while also a way to proactively control your energy and mood throughout the day. When you choose nutrient-dense foods like oatmeal, which helps keep you full for longer and stabilizes blood sugar, or high-quality eggs and butter, providing protein and healthy fats, or fresh fruits packed with vitamins and antioxidants, you are not only fueling your body, but also sending a loving message to it. I care about you. The delicate combination of these nutrients creates a balanced and sustainable energy foundation, helping you stay alert, reduce uncontrollable cravings, and support better decision-making. Dr. Borea warns that skipping breakfast can lead to more serious consequences than many realize. It slows down metabolism, leads to overeating during lunch or dinner, and makes the body fall into a cycle of fatigue and lack of focus. But when you turn breakfast into a self-care ritual, not in haste or pressure, but with full presence, you are creating a space to start the day with stillness, intention, and vitality. Breakfast, in its deepest sense, is not just about filling an empty stomach. It is a subtle expression of self-respect. It is a small but enduring commitment. Today, I will treat my body well. I will love myself, starting with the first spoonful. The final tip I want to share is that Dr. Borea always believes that eating in moderation is not a sacrifice, but an act of love toward your own body. He does not follow strict diets or impose restrictions, but chooses the path of balance, where food is seen as a friend, not an enemy. Reflecting on his younger years when he experimented with various diets, he shared his time on the Kreman diet, which eliminates difficult-to-digest foods, cuts down on sugar, avoids refined starches, and prioritizes gentle cooking methods like boiling over frying. What makes his philosophy relatable is its flexibility and practicality. Leafy greens, fresh fruits, fish, lean meats, and cheese are chosen as the foundation for every meal, while high-fiber or high-carb foods are consumed selectively, without extremism. Notably, Dr. Borea has a particular fondness for dark chocolate with 90% cocoa, a dessert he views as a small reward each day, satisfying the taste buds while benefiting cardiovascular health and blood pressure, as long as it is enjoyed in moderation. When craving something sweet, he opts for pure honey, not only a natural sweetener, but also a source of vitamins, minerals, and immune-boosting properties. For him, eating is not just about putting food into the body, but also about creating a harmonious relationship with oneself, beginning with listening to and respecting what the body needs. This mindset is also shared by the legendary physician Michael DeBakey, known not only for his groundbreaking heart surgeries but also for his simple, disciplined, and proactive lifestyle. He begins his day at 4 a.m. performing simple exercises like pull-ups, squats, and sit-ups to stimulate circulation before walking to work, a habit he maintained for decades without interruption. He doesn't indulge in elaborate meals, but always ensures that his breakfast, usually whole grain cereal and black tea, provides just the right amount of energy without stressing the cardiovascular system. For DeBakey, walking is the most refined form of exercise. No equipment needed, no trainer required, just your legs and persistence. He recommends varying the walking speed, sometimes fast, sometimes slow, to engage the circulatory system without overtaxing the heart. His lunch is light, usually consisting of bean soup or steamed fish, and dinner is divided into two, half in the evening, the other half saved for the next morning. What he really emphasizes is not the food, but the mindset. Stress, not fat, is the greatest enemy of the heart. He calms his mind with simple things, a walk in nature, a good play, or simply a hearty laugh from his favorite comedy. Because in the end, living healthily is not just about living long, but living fully, with mindfulness in every choice and joy in every moment. Dr. Michael DeBakey once said that there are two silent but extremely dangerous enemies to human health: boredom and excessive use of cooking oil. He believed that a life lacking inspiration would tire the heart, while a diet high in oils would quickly damage the blood vessels. Therefore, he always encouraged people to live with passion and curiosity, two mental vitamins that help people stay young from the inside out. I do everything to keep my heart healthy. he once shared, emphasizing that what matters is not just eating or exercising, but maintaining a passion and involvement in things that make one feel valuable. For him, work was not just a career, but a source of life. His love for medicine was the flame that helped him overcome all the challenges of aging. Notably, he never smoked, a clear commitment to protecting the heart both physically and mentally. Meanwhile, Ellsworth Wareham, another legendary name in the field of heart surgery, chose a plant-based path to keep his heart clean and healthy. His strong belief in a plant-based diet came not from trends, but from decades of observing patients' blood vessels. He noticed that lifelong vegetarians had clean arteries, free from atherosclerosis or plaque buildup, unlike those who consumed red meat and dairy. At the age of 50, he made a bold but meaningful decision to completely eliminate animal products from his diet, and as a result, he maintained health far beyond his actual age. Even when nearing 100, he could still garden, drive to the market, and live a life many young people would admire. Notably, he was not only physically healthy, but also maintained a sharp mind, flexible coordination, and an always optimistic spirit. His daily diet was simple, yet nutrient-rich, including whole grains soaked in soy milk, fresh fruits, nuts, and raw vegetables, all kept in their natural form without industrial processing. He avoided refined sugar, opting for the natural sweetness of fruit as a pure gift from nature. For him, water was also a sacred part of his health journey. He never started his day without 2 glasses of water and maintained at least 6 glasses each day to help the circulatory system and organs function smoothly. Additionally, his travels across Asia made him realize a clear truth. In agricultural communities across Asia, where the diet mainly consists of vegetables, grains, and legumes, heart disease is nearly non-existent. This observation further convinced him that a plant-based lifestyle was not only a personal choice, but a global solution for sustainable health. For both DeBakey and Wareham, the core message remains the same. To have a healthy heart, live with passion, make wise food choices, and care for oneself with love, because no medicine is as magical as the way we live each day. Finally, when reflecting on the journeys of great individuals like Dr. Borea, Michael DeBakey, and Ellsworth Wareham, we realize that living healthily is not just about nutrition or exercise. It's a way of life, a conscious choice made every day. They have shown us that age is just a number if we know how to nourish our bodies with healthy food, maintain regular physical activity, keep our minds curious, and keep our hearts warm with work, family, and passion. They live with discipline but not rigidity, appreciating the simplest things in life. A plant-based meal, a morning walk in the sunshine, or simply a smile given to receive joy in return. Their insights are a valuable roadmap for anyone seeking a longer, fuller, and deeper life. None of us can stop time, but we can absolutely choose how we live each day, present, healthy, and happy. If you find yourself inspired, if you're craving positive changes in your lifestyle and want to become the healthiest version of yourself, now is the time to begin. Click subscribe today so you don't miss out on the stories, knowledge, and words of encouragement that can change the way you view health and life. Together, we will build a community where age is no longer a limit, but an opportunity to live deeper, live happier, and live better. You are not alone on this journey. Let us walk with you, with each step steady and full of hope. Stay healthy and keep improving your quality of life. Your support means the world to us. Stay strong, active, and we'll see you in the next video.